If O is the origin and Q is a variable point on y squared equals to x, then find the locus of the midpoints of OQ. Let's try to understand the problem graphically first. So we will consider the coordinate axis. So here we have the x-axis and the y-axis. The equation y squared equals to x, this is a right-facing parabola with its vertex at the origin. Although we don't have to worry about the graph of the particular equation, but this is going to help us understand the problem. So here we have the origin O and we have a point Q. Let's consider Q to be on the parabola, and we're going to join the point O and Q with the help of a straight line. Then let's say we have a point P, which is going to be the midpoint of the line OQ, and we're going to consider that it has the coordinates h, k. Our goal will be to determine the locus of this particular point P. So let us begin. So what we'll do, we'll specify the coordinates of Q. Let's call it a, b. Then we have the origin O with coordinates 0, 0. Now using the midpoint formula, we can easily find out the coordinate of point P. So coordinate of the midpoint P, this will be equals to, all we have to do is sum up the endpoints and divide it by 2. So for the x coordinate, we're going to sum up the x coordinates of the endpoints, or a added to 0, and we get simply a divided by 2. For finding out the y coordinate, we're going to sum up the endpoints of the y coordinate, so that's p, and divided by 2. But we have already considered that the coordinate of point P, that's h, k. So that's given by a over 2, b over 2. So if we equate it, we are going to get h as equals to a over 2, and k will be equals to b over 2. If we want, we can also represent a in terms of h as 2h, and b will be represented in terms of k as 2k. Now since this particular point, since the point Q with coordinates a, b lie on the parabola with the equation y squared equals to x, so that means it's going to satisfy this particular equation. So we can say that in place of y, we can replace it with b, and with place of x, we can replace with a. So we get the equation b squared equals to a. Now we have already defined b and a in terms of k and h respectively. So let's substitute the value here. So in place of b, we have 2k. We are going to square it and equate it to a. A is 2h. So this is going to give us, we have 4k squared. That will be equals to 2h. Or we have simply 2k squared equals to h. Now we'll do the final polishing here. All we have to do is replace the value of h with x and replace the value of k with y, such that we get the new equation of the locus of the midpoint. So that's going to be 2y squared equals to x. So this is going to be the equation of the locus of the point P, and P is the midpoint of the line joining the origin and the point Q, which lies on the parabola given by the equation y squared equals to x.